This will be good for your recap.
That's perfect for my recap. It's a week in Cleveland, and as you can hear, I lost my voice because the weather was absolutely fucking insane and I got a cold. Hello! Kicked the week off with a little stroll downtown where I was staying. I visited my alma mater, Cleveland State, home of the Vikings. They have a lot of new dining options since I was in school. We had a good cafeteria. I got sushi there once, and I got food poisoning. But college is about learning, and I learned that you shouldn't order sushi that far from the ocean. Spent the bulk of my time in this building as a film major. I loitered around here quite a bit, smoking cigarettes, which you can't even do anymore, apparently. But then it's like, what am I supposed to vape while I talk about David Lynch movies that I pretended to understand? Come on. Always something good going on in the Playhouse Square District. Look, we got Tom Papa doing comedy here. Love this area. Tom Papa's great too.
Are you recording me or are you?
I'm recording you. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
I made my buddy Ramon Rivas take me grocery shopping because I can't eat Cleveland for a week. Then I was handed off to my friend Bill Squire like a child of divorce. I helped him set up for one of his shows. Then I closed out his comedy class graduation show as a bit of a cautionary tale.
This is your future. I'm sleeping in Bill's spare room tonight.
I started comedy in Cleveland, so it's cool to see that there's a thriving scene. I got up 15 times in 7 days. Those are like New York numbers. There's some of that awesome weather I've been talking about. Monday night, the temperatures dropped and it started snowing just in time for St. Pat's.
Jim, why do you decide to stop smoking weed before you come back for St. Patrick's Day? Just out of curiosity.
Stop smoking weed?
I go back to Cleveland around this time every year because I like to visit. And I play fiddle in an Irish folk band made up of comedians called the Stepdads of Galway. We take it very seriously. I must have practiced at least 5 times in the last year. Closed the night out with a little front of the bar karaoke.
I want you to remind me.
Wednesday night, the comedy continued with a few open mics.
I don't know if you've been following my career, but I just got a colonoscopy.
Trying to put some new stuff together because I'd like to make another album and special, So you gotta grind it out, You gotta. I didn't bring my board because I didn't want a chance getting hurt on the road, but this park would have been a great place to hurt myself. I walked a lot in Cleveland, which is, theoretically possible, but people really do look at you like you're fucking crazy when you're on the sidewalk. They're like, hey, that's a place for glass bottles and rocks. What are you doing? Get a car. Yeah, and me without my board again. I would love to break my wrist here. Sometimes walking sucks, but I like to walk because you see more. You know what I mean? Like, I never would have seen this lost Ugg if I was in a car. Thursday night show was at Superior Pho, a Vietnamese restaurant in Cleveland. Used to eat here a lot. The comedy show part is new. People bought tickets to eat pho and watch this show in this back room, and it was great. Hopped in an Uber and headed over to the west side, get some more reps in. The cold really hit me and I was super congested, and a guy at an open mic suggested I buy one of these, so I did. Great to take medical advice from other guys at open mics. I spent a lot of my profits this week on cold medicine and a small humidifier. Now it's Friday and the show must go on. I walked downtown. NCAA college wrestling was going on. A lot of cauliflower ear out on the streets.
I noticed all the wrestling action out there too. A lot of guys roughhousing out there. A lot of that. I walked down to another show. I saw a lot of this on the street. I'm like, just fucking hug. It's okay.
Did a show in the cabaret at Hilarities and then in the main room at Hilarities. And then I walked down to the flats for a Don't Tell show. And, this is a nice walk through the flats at sunset, especially if you like seagulls. I love seagulls. They're like seafaring pigeons, The Don't Tell show was actually at this like indoor video golf range, which, is great for comedy. There's Zach Martina, incredible comic from the Midwest, with his insane filming setup. You see what we do? You see what this has become?
Yeah, now I'm in a fake golf club doing comedy. Film major if you did. Yeah. AI's gonna take that. AI's not going to take this job. You're not going to see Chat GPT walking through the flats to come talk to you in an arcade.
I headed back to Hilarities to do 2 more shows, one in the cabaret, one in the main room with Alonzo Bowden for Friday. And then I was passed off once again like a child of divorce to my friend Zachariah's place. And he got a new kitten, so I didn't sleep a ton because it liked my foot. Saturday morning, we're out and about. I've convinced myself that I don't actually have a cold at this point. We hit up a couple vintage stores. One of them had a slide in it. Cleveland has gotten real silly in the last couple of years. That's what a low cost of living will do to a place and its people. You can really follow your sillier impulses when your rent isn't 75% of your income. Food is also quite inexpensive here, and it's ready fast. I spent the better part of Saturday trying to recover and rest up and just kind of, hang out with this cool kitten.
You gonna go kill someone?
I opened for Alonzo Bowden this weekend. He's one of the OGs. I've been watching him a long time. And I had the club give me a separate mic so I didn't get him sick. Sunday, we went out for brunch with some of the boys.
What's up?
We went to Never Say Dive in Old Brooklyn, and the meal was fantastic. Thumbs up. We made a stop at Half Price Books to see what they had in store, and look what it is. It's a used copy of my book, Felines of New York. I could have signed it, I guess, but my friend bought it, so. Took it easy for the rest of Sunday, and then I had one show. I just hopped on a show with Rob Hayes that Ramon produced at a place called Dunlap's. Another fun event. Got some work done. It was a great trip. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is a nice laid back vibe in here. And I'm not just saying that because you're not laughing very much.